Welcome back. This is Money here. This is Monday of, this is her second week of riding. So I'm just gonna try to do a little bit of a follow along. Come with me, I guess. See how I go about training young horses and what I do. Now today is, we just had an extreme temperature drop, so my intentions today are to not get her all sweaty, but if that's part of the process, that's part of the process. You can't just walk away from things if they have to be dealt with, but she's been pretty good. Last week, her first week of riding, far exceeded anything that I had hoped for her. But so whenever I first put a saddle on these young horses, I usually do it up barely tight enough that if they were to buck or throw a fit, then the saddle wouldn't fall off. But I don't want to put it on there, put my saddle on them and just cinch it all the way tight right off the bat. That's how you create horses that are cinchy and don't like to be saddled. Hey girl. And then I usually try to lead them around, let them walk around or do something for a bit before I cinch them up tight, just to let the saddle get situated and stuff like that. Now Money did only have one day off. We ended up going to a barrel race on Saturday, and I thought it'd be a good experience for her to go up to the indoor, see all the stuff, all the people, all the horses moving around, go hang out, be tied to the trailer for a couple hours. And it was overall a pretty good experience. I was pretty happy with it. And let some people see her that wanted to see her. So, but yeah, here we go. So I always cluck to my horses to get them to move. And right here, if she wants to be a little fresh, I'll let her. Like I said, it's cold out, but she's not bucking. I'm just gonna lunge her around, make sure she's not feeling fresh or gonna buck, or make sure she's paying attention. Oh. So right there, she didn't really stop, so I'll just go over to her and back her up. Oh, reaffirm. Oh, good girl. That's something we're working on. She's a very forward, kind of a free horse. Just let her get settled down. She's kind of somewhere else right now, but there you go. I'll just lunge her around, let her stretch out her legs, make sure she's not feeling too frisky. I'm in no mood to get bucked off. See right there, she wants to stop. I'm actually going to use that. Push her through it. Oh. 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 Good girl. There, that's better. Nice, good girl. Oh. That's better. We'll go the other way. Well, she is very sensitive. Well, any kind of pressure. She's very sensitive to the way her body moves. Oh. Good girl. Now I like to ride my young horses in a halter, usually for at least the first week, week and a half. Usually sometimes during the second week I'll put a bit in their mouth, but I'll still ride them with the halter and just let them pack a bit. Let them get used to it being in their mouth. Maybe after I'm done riding them, when they're cooling off, I'll kind of try to pull on them a little bit like this to get him to bend, get him released to pressure. Right here, I'm trying to use the least amount of pressure so I can see how much pressure I have to use and how soft I can get her, or how soft she'll be. And that usually leads into them following their nose without you having to pull on them all over the place. And at first, it's just little increments. Like, you don't want to get that and then pull her all the way to her rib cage right there. You just want to get a little release like that. Go back and get just a little. Like it's just little teeny inches. It's a game of inches. And now I call it cheeking them around, but and that's part of why I work on them getting soft right here, is I like to bend my horse's head around when I go to step on them. Now the reason why I do that is it's a safety thing. If she were to take off, go bucking or whatever, if she has her head straight ahead, then she could kick me, get my foot hung up in the stirrup, drag me all over the place. If I have her like this, now when I get on here, if she wanted to go bucking around, I'd let her, but I'm just going to try to hold her around here until when I get on top, it's just hold still and get soft. That's our first goal, is to quit moving your feet and get soft. And that's how we can work on pressure and release right there. Oh, she started moving, so we'll just try to keep your body in neutral and just hold still. There, good. Ooh, I did not see it go. This is the key to the rest of her life, being able to have people get on without her walking off or running off. There, good girl. And then we'll go the other way. Work on this side. Whatever you do to one side, you gotta do to the other side. Nice little looking chew there. Good girl. Oh, good. Nope. Good girl. Well, that right there, that's how a person could get bucked off if the horse wanted to. I know this seems like slow, meaningless, tedious work, but this really sets the tone for your whole ride. And if you want to rush through this and rush through the rest of your process, then your horse will always be rushing. We're going to just, until she can stand here, bend this way. Now see that little step there, I won't chastise her for that. But, yeah. There, good girl. We'll go back to this side. And when I go to walk off, I'm just going to make sure she's going to follow her nose right here. Go that way. Now this, like at this point in training her, I mean, she's not a broke bridle horse. Like, yeah, she's gonna make dumb mistakes and not do everything perfect, but all we're trying to do is get on her, get her moving around, get her following her nose. Right here we'll work on going around my leg right there. Make sure she's walking around in a nice circle there. I'll put my right leg on right there, get her to move over, switch sides and go the other way. Right here I'm going to sit down. Oh. And just get her to soften up. Oh. I don't know, one day I'll get that darn thing figured out, but hey, if she wants to lean on that, I'll just get after her a little bit there. Let's get her feet moving. Hey. Hey. Oh. Now, whatever we do to one side, we will do to the other. So since we loped and trotted off to the left, we're going to lope to the right. Man, I love how natural she picks up her leads. Oh. Horses, dogs, and kids will make a liar out of you every time. There. Oh. Now we're still in what's called a one rein stop, part of her training. So whenever I go to stop her, I just pull, try not to pull too much, but I'll sit down, do what I call put my body in neutral, and I'll say, whoa. And then she's got to come here and get soft. Now she's licking and chewing. That means she knows what she's supposed to do. She understands it, but she's still being a little bit sticky right there. And then the way she rooted her nose back, we'll just go get that again. Oh. And then get soft. And that's it for today. As soon as I get off, right away, loosen your cinches. Try to get them as loose as you can without letting your saddle fall off. That's how, in my mind, that's how you tell your horse he did a good job. Hey, Money. She's still not quite sure how she feels about all this, but she's been pretty good. I'm pretty happy with her.